Hello dear students, hoping that all of you are good and fine. So this is our fifth meeting. So I have taken this as lecture number 5. So again same subject, statistics, and we have been discussing the same module, index numbers. And before I start today's concepts of discussion, let me take 1 or 2 minutes so that we can conclude, rewind all those things what we discussed in our previous classes. Okay, so last classes we have taken the main 3 types of index numbers. So one is price index numbers, one is quantity index numbers, one is value index numbers. Okay, so price index numbers we take the prices of the commodities of the base year as well as the current year. Quantity index numbers, again we take the quantity of the commodities of the base period as well as the current period. Even value index numbers, we take price as well as quantity of the base year as well as current year. Now what is the reason behind taking these 2 concepts, base year and current year? So that also we came to know by concluding that we are finding the relative change either in price of the commodities or quantity of the commodities or value of the commodities. So that's what we have mainly 3 types of index numbers: price index numbers, quantity index numbers, then value index numbers. Okay, so after that we focus on the different methods of constructing index numbers. Okay, methods of constructing index numbers. Hoping that you understood that chart what I gave yesterday, last classes, and I told we take one by one the methods, and under each method we work out the problems. Okay, so that you can easily remember the method as well as the formula. And repeatedly I am telling, everywhere we find statistical formula, statistical tools, so which is of formula. So we apply the formula and we calculate the percentage change. Okay, so first heading we have taken in that somewhat and one more thing here I clarify here only. According to those 3 types we discuss the concepts. So in that first one we know that price index numbers, where they find the changes in the price level, the variation in the price level, and that is presented in percentage. Okay, so everywhere I have given as price index number, last pace price index number, Paste's price index number, or Marshall Edgeworth's price index number, Dorbish Bowley's price index numbers, or Kelly's price index numbers. Okay, so 2 broader heading we have taken in that unweighted price index or simple price index numbers. Then one more heading was weighted price index numbers. Okay, under unweighted, if you keep that chart which we took in our previous classes, you can easily identify all those classification, and remember that is the chart which we need to work out the problems so that we can easily remember the methods. So ಆ ಚಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎದುರಿಗೆ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಪ್ರಕಾರವಾಗಿಯೇ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಮೆಥಡ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಆ ಮೆಥಡನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಿಂದ ಎಕ್ಸಸೈಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆಥಡು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಮತ್ತು ಆ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಬಂದಿದೆಯೋ ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ವೆನ್ ವಿ ವರ್ಕ್ಔಟ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮೈ ರಿಕ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಈಸ್ just keep the chart which explains the methods of constructing index numbers. Okay, so unweighted method or a simple index numbers and weighted price index numbers. Okay, so under this unweighted price index numbers we have 2 different classifications. In that first one is simple aggregative method. Correct, simple aggregative method. ಸೊ ಅನ್ವೇಟೆಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು 2 ಟೈಪ್ ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಒಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎವರೇಜ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ಸ್. So we take first simple aggregative method. We understand the meaning of a simple aggregative method and we take the formula under simple aggregative method, how to find out the price related changes. Okay, then we work out one or two problems. Okay, so I take here the meaning simple aggregative method, where we don't take weights, where we don't give weightage to any particular commodities. So we take all the observations, all the prices of the commodities. Okay, so there is no question of giving a particular weight to the commodities. If you are collecting samples of 10 commodities, prices of 10 commodities, we give equal importance to all the 10 commodities. So there is no such thing like first commodity, first weightage, second commodity, second weightage. All those things will not be there because of unweighted or simple price index numbers. So all these are price index numbers. First type of index numbers, price index numbers. Okay. So what is this simple aggregative method? It is the aggregate of the prices, whatever prices we are getting of different commodities, the aggregate of all those prices, okay, the total of all those prices, commodities, prices of all the commodities in the current period, if I take current period as 2020. So in 2020, whatever commodities you are getting, the aggregate prices of all those commodities, okay, expressed as a percentage of, we know that under index numbers tools, techniques, we express each and everything in percentage so that we can easily conclude the particular collected data. Commodities in the current period expressed as a percentage of the aggregate of the prices in the base period. So we know that whenever we think of comparing the data, and quite common feature of all the statistical tools, that is, it helps for comparing the data. So when we say that it helps for comparing the data, each and everything of current period plus each and everything of base period to be collected. So if you have commodities, 10 commodities, prices of all the 10 commodities for the current year, that is 2020, and prices and commodities of base period, maybe 2019, 2018. Okay, so collect all the data, aggregate of all those data that is represented in percentage, so that we can easily conclude the data. The same meaning is presented in formula. ಈ ಮೀನಿಂಗ್ ಏನು ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವೋ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರು, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದರೆ ನಾವು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೇನು ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದ್ರ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟು, ಅದ್ರ ಟೋಟಲ್ಲು, ಮತ್ತು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಇದು ಏನೇನು ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಇದೆಯೋ ಅದ್ರ ಟೋಟಲ್ಲು, ಅವೆಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ನಾವು ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದವಾಗ ಅದು ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಲೆವೆಲಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜ್, ವಿ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ P01. P01 in the sense 0 means base year, then current year. Base year, current year, because aggregate of the prices of all the commodities in the current period expressed as a percentage of the aggregate of the prices in the base year. Okay, so we are finding changes. Change means we need two data, one of the current year, one of the base year. So we are finding changes. Okay, so that equals to summation P1. Okay, aggregate of prices of the current year divided by aggregate of prices of the commodities, that is of the year base, into 100. 100 is to represent the data. Okay, so illi current year prices aggregate ತಗೋಬೇಕು commodities ಇದ್ದು, ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೋ ಅದರ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಗೋಬೇಕು, ಇಂಟು 100 ಮಾಡಿದವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಅಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ that is for the current year, price that is for the base year. They have not considered the quantity. That's what it is called as price index numbers. Okay, so hoping that this formula is clear to you, I take one or two problems so that you can easily understand what is this simple aggregative method. Okay, so just keep the textbook before you exercise. I tell you the page number. Okay, so keep the textbook page number 96. Okay, exercise problems number 1. So I rub this, hoping that it is clear to you. Okay, page number 96. So keep pencil, scale, okay, then calculators, so that you can easily calculate by applying the formula, and so that we can easily get the answer and we can compare that answer, because finally we need to give the conclusion. Okay, so just I read once this particular question. Okay, so hoping that you have the textbook and question is there with you. Okay, so I read once, just go through. Calculate the price index for the following data by using the aggregative method. So directly they have given, it is called as a direct question. Calculate the price index for the following data by using the aggregative method. Okay, so when they give the particular method, first and foremost we must remember the formula. That's what, when I started this module index numbers, everywhere I have been telling this thing that our statistics is of number of formula. So I have to remember each and every formula, so that we can easily apply the formula and we can easily calculate the values. So I read once, just go through. Calculate the price index for the following data by using the aggregative method. Okay, so whatever they have given, I read once. We have 3 different columns, items A, B, C, D, E. Okay, then second column, main heading price. In that 2 subheadings, base year, current year. Okay, so they have given in the form of words. Okay, English words. We know the terminologies for those things. Base year means, base year price means, hoping that you know, base year price means P0. Current year price means P1. Okay, so commodities or items A, B, C, D, E. So base year price of A 20, B commodity 8, C 10, D 29, E 15. Then current year price of A 25, B 10, C 12, D 40 rupees, E 16 rupees. Okay, I think question is clear to you. Before we think of solution, okay, so we focus on the question. So once you clarify the question, we can easily think of solution. I think here there is no need to worry, as they have given the question directly. Okay, so I write here again, I repeat, keep the problem with you, scale, pencil, okay, then calculators, so that we can easily solve. So I write here, that is to be presented neatly, solution. Okay, solution. Give the heading calculation of. So what they have given, calculate the price index for the following data by using the aggregative method. Calculation of price index under which method? Directly it is given aggregative method or simple aggregative method, under aggregative method. So we present it neatly so that there should not be any confusion in the minds of the evaluator, those who are evaluating your papers. Okay, so ಎಲ್ಲವನ್ನು ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕೊಡೋಣ, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಬೈ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಯೇಟರಿಗೆ ಏನು ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ವಿ ಟೇಕ್ ಆಲ್ ದೋಸ್ ಡೇಟಾ, okay, initially only we write the formula, so that according to the formula we can present the data and we can apply in the main formula. Okay, now calculation of price index under aggregative method. So I repeat, everywhere we know that we have the formula, so according to that we calculate the result. Okay, so under aggregative method, what is the formula? P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by, okay, so I write at the center P01 base year current year is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. Hoping that these terminologies are known to you. P1 means current year prices, aggregate prices of the commodities, aggregate prices of the commodities. P0 means base year prices, base year aggregate prices of the commodities multiplied by 100, presented in the form of percentage. Okay, so this is what the formula under aggregative method, simple aggregative method. Okay, so what are the requirements now? Hoping that you know this summation and summation. Summation means sum total of, okay, aggregate of, total of observations. Okay, so now we calculate this P1, we calculate this P0. Okay, 100 is no need to calculate, 100 is somewhat percentage. Okay, now what are the things given? I write here, we make the columns. Column number 1 I take items, so whatever they have given. Okay, then column number 2 I take base year price, base year price, which is nothing but P0. Okay, so this is our column number 2. So column number 3 I take current year price, current year price. Okay, so current year, you know, that is P1. Okay, so whatever I am writing now in these columns, all those things are directly given in the question. So this I take as column number 3, so that we can easily remember when we give the numbers to the columns. Column number 1, items given in the question, A, B, C, D, E, A, B, C, D, E. Okay, column number 2 I take at the center. Okay, column number 2, base year price P0 20, price of A commodity 20, price of B commodity 8, price of C commodity 10, price of D commodity 29, price of E commodity 15. Okay, so current year prices of the commodities, items A, B, C, D, E. So that is also given 25, 10, Okay, 25, 10, 12, okay, 10, okay, 12, this should be somewhat equal line, in a same line, so that we can easily understand. 12, 40, 16. Okay, so question is directly given where we are applying aggregative method, and we know that under aggregative method formula is P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ. ಈ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಬೇಕು, ಈಗ P1 ಬೇಕು, P0 ಬೇಕು. ಸೊ P1 P0 ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೇಟಾ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಐಟಮ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎ ಬಿ ಸಿ ಡಿ ಇ. ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ P0. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ P1. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ವಿ ನೀಡ್, ಸಮೇಷನ್ P1 and summation P0. Okay, so where is P0? This is P0. How to get this summation P0? How to get this summation P0? Okay, total of aggregative prices of all the commodities. Aggregative prices, that aggregative prices is nothing but summation P0. Aggregative prices of all the commodities of the current year, that is nothing but summation P1 ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟಿದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವುದ್ರಿದ್ದು, ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದ್ದು. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ದೆಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆ್ಯಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ದು ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅವೆರಡು ಡೇಟಾ ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ದಿ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್, ಐ ರೈಟ್, ಅಫ್ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್. Total is, I believe, 82. You can also cross verify. So 9 plus 5, 14, 14 plus 8, 22, 2 and 2, 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 5, 6, 8, 82. Check once in calculators. Okay, so here 6 plus 2, 8, 8 plus 5, 13, 3 I keep here, 1 here, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 4, 6, 7, 8 plus 2, 10, 103. So summation P1 is, of course, just I check once, I have calculated. Okay, so 82, what is the meaning of this 82? Aggregate of prices of the commodities, that is of the base year. Aggregate of the prices of the commodities, that is of the current year. Okay, so 103 summation P1, 82 rupees summation P0. So why we added these things? Because we need to know the changes in the prices of the, or relative change in the price of the commodities. Okay, so what else we need? What else we need? So ಇಷ್ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಮತ್ತೇನು ಬೇಕು ನಮಗೆ, ಈ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆವೋ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಸು, ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಸು, ಅದನ್ನು ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿ ಮೇನ್ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಐ ರೈಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ therefore P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So what is the summation P1? We calculated. Summation P1 is 103 rupees divided by summation P0 is 82 into 100. Okay, so what is the final answer we are getting? I have calculated 125.61 percentage. 125.61 percentage. Of course, they give the answer, but answer we see later when we get actual answer. Okay, so well in advance don't look at the answers. Whatever problems we are going to discuss in this exercise, well in advance don't look at the answers given by them. Okay, first we calculate, because we know the method, we know the formula, and we know the particulars given in the problem. Okay, so we apply the formula. ನಾವೇ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೋಣ, ನಾವೇ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಏನು ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅದನ್ನು ಬುಕ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಜೊತೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ನೋಡಿಕೊಂಡು ಆ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಬರಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವು ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಸಮ್ವೇರ್ ವಿ ಮೇ ಮಿಸ್ ದಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ವೆನ್ ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್, ಈಚ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್, okay, procedure, formula, when everything is clear to us, so let us apply first the formula and let us get the answer first, then we compare that answer with textbook answer. Okay. So 125.61. So what is the conclusion now? What is the conclusion now? So answer ಗೆ ಒಂದು conclusion ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು decision ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು interpretation ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay. So ಒಂದು conclusion ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಹೇಗೆ conclusion ಬರೆಯುವುದು? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಏನನ್ನು ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ, ನಾವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಯಾವುದರ ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ? ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಕನ್ಸಿಡರೇಷನ್ ದ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಆನ್ಸರ್ 125.61. ಹೌ ಟು ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಡ್ ದಿಸ್? Okay. So there is a change in the price level of the commodities in the current year. Definitely there is relative change in the price of the commodities in the current year. So what is that change? If you say only this much, there is a change in the price level of the commodities in the current year, it is somewhat vague in nature, not clear in nature. ಬರೀ ನಾನು ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಹೇಳಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ there is change in the relative price of the commodities in the current year. ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ 125.61% ಚೇಂಜ್. 125.61% change in the prices of the commodities in the current year comparing that with base year. Okay. So there is 125.61% change in the prices of the commodities, that is in the current year comparing that with base year. This is what the exact conclusion we can draw by applying simple or unweighted aggregative method. Okay. So this is what the first problem which is given in the exercise, page number 96. Okay. So hoping that this question is clear to you. First of all, I repeat the steps. Reading the question correctly, identifying the method given in the question. Okay. Then applying the formula directly of that method given in the question. Then after applying the method, what are the requirements? By looking at the formula, we will come to know what are the requirements. Summation P1 required, whether it is given or not, check it. So if it is given, get the sum of all the current year price, you are getting summation P1, and we need summation P0. So aggregate of base year prices of the commodities. So P0 is given, one by one they have given, not the final answer, not the final sum. So get the total of all the commodities of the base year, you get summation P0. Okay. Finally come back to main formula, apply the values, prices, aggregate prices, get the change, present the answer, write the conclusion stating that there is 125.61% change in the prices of the commodities in the current year comparing that with base year. 125.61 ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ 125.61% ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಇದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಈ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ಮೆಂಟು ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದವಾಗ ನೀವು ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು, ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಇದೆ ಜಸ್ಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಇವನ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ can understand this conclusion what you are drawing. Okay. So hoping that this problem is clear to you, we can expect these questions not for 2 marks, 1 marks or 2 marks, 5 marks. Okay. So hoping that this is clear to you, we are working out the problems under aggregative method. Okay. So I take one more problem so that you can again understand this method. Okay. So I take immediately next question, that is problem number 2, page number 97. Okay, so I read once, okay, then we go for solution. Calculate the price index number using unweighted aggregative method. I don't rub this because same method where we are going to find the same formula, but only we find a different data. For that purpose I am keeping this so that we can change only the data, but rest of the things remain same. Okay, so just for time being I rub these things. Okay, so otherwise you may confuse. So this I rub, and even this also they have given different commodities. Okay, this also, okay, and even this also, because we are not going to apply the same data, but all these things I believe remains same. Okay, so I read, calculate the price index number using unweighted aggregative method. It is aggregative method as well as unweighted aggregative method, both are same. Sir, first problem alli bare aggregative method anta kottidare, second problem alli unweighted aggregative anta kottidare, illi method change kelidare. No, try to remember that chart. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಮೊದಲಿಗೆ ಚಾರ್ಟನ್ನು ನೆನಪಿಟ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದೇ ನಮ್ಮದು ಅನ್ವೇಟೆಡ್ ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ ನಂಬರ್. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಬರೋದು ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್, ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ರಿಲೇಟಿವ್ ಆಫ್ ಎವರೇಜಸ್. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡನ್ನು ನಾವು ಅನ್ವೇಟೆಡ್ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿತೇವೆ, ಬರೀ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟಿವ್ ಮೆಥಡ್ ಅಂತಲೂ ಕರಿಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲವೂ ಒಂದೇ ಅವು. ಓಕೆ, so calculate the price index number using unweighted aggregative method for the year 2010 and 2011. Okay, on the basis of 2008 from the following data. So what is the difference between earlier problem and this problem? Okay, here we are going to calculate P01 for 2 years, because they have given 2 current years, 1 base year. Okay, so ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಿಗೆ ಅದೇ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರು, ಒಂದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ವೇಸ್ 1. ಓಕೆ, ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್, base year is always only 1 year, but 2 current years, 2 current year ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So when you look at the question further, you can understand commodities, first column, second column price in rupees, main heading price in rupees, sub headings 3 columns you are finding, 2008, 2010, 2011. So 2008 is base year. ಯಾಕೆ 2008 ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಅಂತ. 2010 ಮತ್ತು 11 ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ಅಂದರೆ 2008 ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರನ್ನು ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 2010 ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ 2008 ಇಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಫಾರ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 2010. ಸಿಮಿಲರ್ಲಿ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ 2008 ಇಯರ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ದಿ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ 2011. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟೆಡ್. ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾ? 2 ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರು, 1 ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. 2008 ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 2010 ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, 2008 ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು 2011 ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ 2 ಚೇಂಜಸ್ಸನ್ನು ವಿ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಆಫ್ ಪರ್ಸೆಂಟೇಜ್. Okay, so that is what the new thing in this problem, where you are finding 1 base year, 2 current year, which is not there in the previous problem. So in the previous problem, first problem, they have given 1 base year and 1 current year. Okay, so same procedure, same steps. Okay, somewhat more calculation. Why somewhat more calculation? Because of 2 current years. So same heading we give, solution, calculation of price index under aggregative method, or you can write unweighted aggregative method, both are same. Okay, so what is the main formula? P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. Okay, so take the first column, that is they have given commodities, not items. I write here commodities. So whatever they have given, that we take commodities. Okay. So base year price, what is the base year? 2008. I write here 2008. Current year price. Okay. Current year price, I take one is 2010. Correct? 2010. So one more column we have to prepare, stating one more current year. Okay. Because of two current years. So one more I take, that is column number 4. I write later current year price. So this is column number 4. Now again you have the confusion. Sir, here you have taken P1. There also it is P1. P1. Now because of two current years, I take this as P2. Hoping that you can understand this P2. So ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಒಂದನ್ನು P1 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನು P2 ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ. ಆವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಈಸಿ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ P1 ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ 2010, ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ 2011. Okay, 2010, 2011. So I write commodities one by one: rice, wheat, milk, sugar, oil, pulses. Rice, okay, wheat, okay, milk, okay, sugar, okay, oil, okay, pulses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 commodities. So base year price 2008, 28, okay, 14, 15, milk per liter, sugar 22 rupees, oil per kg 65, pulses per kg 30 rupees. Correct? Then current year prices. So 32 rupees, 17 rupees, 19 rupees, 25 rupees, 70 rupees, 36 rupees. Okay. So next we have 2011 prices, 36. Okay. Then 21, 22, okay, 33, 74, then 44, lastly 44. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Clear? So now whatever I have written now, that is not mine prices, that is what not mine data, it is given data. Okay. So commodities are given in the question, base prices it is given in the question, current year prices it is given in the question, one more current year price that is also given in the question. Okay. So now when we focus on the main formula P1 P0, we need similarly P2 P0 because we have two current years. So first we take P01 summation P1 divided by P0 into 100, then we take P02, that is for the second current year. Okay. But what else we need? Summation P1 we need, summation P0 we need. So that is the total of this as well as total of this. Okay. So this is total summation P0, this is the total summation P1, this is the total summation P2. ಓಕೆ. ಸೊ ಇಷ್ಟನ್ನು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಎಗ್ರಿಗೇಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್ ಸಮೇಷನ್ ಪಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ or summation P1, summation P2, all these are nothing but aggregate prices of commodities. So get the total, hoping that you have calculator with you. I have also calculated. I feel total is of course we get the total. So this is 5 plus 2 7 plus 5 12 16 24 4 2 3 plus 2 5 5 plus 6 11 plus 2 13 14 15 17. Okay, so this is 2 7 9 18 23 23 6 29 5 12 14 15 16 19 199. Okay, so this is 6 1 7 9 12 16 20 0 2 2 4 6 13 16 18 20 23 230. So once you get the total, I think 90% of the problem is over, or 90% of the solution is over. Okay, so we have summation P naught, we have summation P1 as well as summation P2. Okay, now for the first current year we calculate. Okay, so first current year, that is you write below only, not the right side, because of lack of space I am writing there. So it is systematic way of presenting the data. Okay, so ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಕೆಳಗಡೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತಾ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿಬಾರ್ದು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೇಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ರೈಟ್ ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ below only, that is summation, sorry, P01 is equal to summation P1 divided by summation P0 into 100. So what is summation P1 calculated? So 199 divided by 174 into 100. So what is the change? I write the answer, just check in your calculator. Okay, so that is 199 divided by 174 into 100. So I feel 114.37. So 114.37. This is for the current year, that is 2010. Okay, so I write here 2010. So I take one more thing, P02. This is for 2011. Okay, so same, summation P2 divided by summation P0 into 100. So what is the total of aggregate of prices of the current year 2011? 230 divided by same 174 into 100. I think that comes to, just check in your calculator. Okay, 132.18. So 132.18. Okay, now how to conclude this? Okay, two current years we have, 2010, 2011, but what is the base year? 2008. Now comparing 2008 with 2010, there is 114.37% change in the prices of the commodities, that is in the year 2010, comparing that with base year 2008. And one more conclusion, there is 132.18% change in the prices of the commodities, that is in the current year 2011, comparing that with the base year 2008. So we have to draw two conclusions because of 2 current year and 1 base year. So this is what the difference in this problem comparing that with the earlier problem. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹಿಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಒಂದು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇತ್ತು. ನಾವು ಪ್ರೈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದೆ, ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಬೇಸ್ ಇಯರನ್ನು ಬೇಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಎರಡು ಕರೆಂಟ್ ಇಯರಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು 2010ನಲ್ಲಿ 114.37% ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಅದು? ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಾಮೋಡಿಟೀಸ್. ಅಂದರೆ 2005ರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೋ ರೈಸು 2008ರಲ್ಲಿ ರೈಸು, ವೀಟಿಗೆ, ಮಿಲ್ಕಿಗೆ, ಶುಗರಿಗೆ, ಆಯಿಲಿಗೆ, ಪಲ್ಸಸ್ಸಿಗೆ. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಿಟಿಗೆ 2010ರಲ್ಲಿ 114.37% ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ. ಅದೇ 2011ರಲ್ಲಿ 132.18% ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲದರ ಪ್ರೈಸಲ್ಲಿ. So that is what our conclusion. Okay, so I am solving two problems under this method. Remember, this remains same. This remains same. Identify the method given in the question. Apply the main formula. Getting the data of the main formula P1 P0 by focusing, by going through the given data, given question. Okay, so get the total, then apply the main formula, applying the data, calculated data, getting the answer, getting the result. So these are the steps we followed to get the answer. Okay, so I repeat here again, when we read the question, first and foremost thing, we have to identify the method given in the question, and second step is applying the formula of that method. Third step is getting the data by going through the main formula, by looking at the question. Okay, then coming back to the main formula, applying the data, calculated data there, and getting the answers. Okay, so when we follow all these things through the procedures, through the steps, we can easily calculate the answer and we can easily draw the conclusion. Okay, so with this I conclude today's class. So we worked out two problems under the particular method. Method must be clear. Under unweighted aggregative method, or it is also called as only aggregative method. Both are same, no need to confuse. Okay, so we have calculated values, percentage change in the prices of the commodities under aggregative method by solving two problems. So next classes I take the next method, simple average of relatives. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟು ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲೇ, ಅನ್ವೇಟೆಡ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲೇ ಎರಡು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಇದೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮೆಥಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಎರಡು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಮೆಥಡಲ್ಲಿ ನಾಳೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಹೋಪಿಂಗ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ದೀಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಟು ಯು. ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್, you can easily understand. If you have any queries, you can ask, no need to worry. Definitely I explain each and everything once again. Okay, so with this I conclude this particular class. So thank you one and all.